Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This is an end of day report for trading on Friday, and this is for Friday, September the 28th, 2017. And basically, we really did have a battle in the precious metals arena. The market did manage to close above the momentum support line. This does bode well for some bullishment for next week. But the question is, will we get enough of it, or is the market topping out here and about to roll over? We're still at that crossroads, and we still need to answer that question. However, the positioning of the market right now is still slightly bullish because we're above the blue momentum line, and you got a slight crossover here, but you don't really have too much uplift in there. So perfect crossroads scenario, and we're still like right dab in the middle of the Kumo cloud. We do need a close above 1300 to finally get out of this close and then help lift these trend lines and lift price out of the Kumo cloud. Like I said, we could work out another 3 or 4 weeks of sideways consolidation within this Kumo cloud, so we have to be prepared for that. But as it stands right now, that's what I see happening in gold. All right, taking a look now, switching our focus to silver. Silver is quite a different story. It is now in free fall, unfortunately, and we don't know where this end is going to be. It's looking like it's going to be around the $15 range if this thing starts to accelerate. So is this going to pull gold down with it? The two are separate, mutually exclusive, but you never know. As of right now, this market has lost all momentum, and in order to gain it back, it's really going to have to move, and it's going to need a close above 1789 this week. So we might just round it off and say 19 bucks is what we're going to need to close on the silver in order to put it into this downtrend. But this could just be the beginning of the downtrend. This is problematic for the bullish argument because it's dropped outside the Kumo cloud. Of course, if anything could happen, it could rubber band snap and just explode. But as it's looking right now, the positioning right now is bearish and to the downside. Looking at natural gas, natural gas looks to be very explosive, as in a potential of a powder keg. We got this huge ramp coming up, followed by another ramp here, and it finished in a bullish position. So it regained its momentum and got a strong close. This one definitely looks bullish, and I think 350 is the initial target, and from there we could even get as high as $4. So I like this one in the near term. Now let's take a look at how the NASDAQ 100 is doing. The NASDAQ 100 is nothing but strength here. It's just enormous strength. Topping out at 55.99. Just shy of 6,000. This is, I'm sorry, 5,600. This is incredible. And yeah, I think 6,000 is definitely in play for the NASDAQ. So this one, long term still, is very bullish. Looking at that NASDAQ 100. Let's take a look at bonds now. We'll look at the future side first here. All right, looking at bond futures, you can see starting a weakening again. It topped out here right at this trend line. Rally is still kind of being sold a little bit, but it kept the momentum though, just barely. You got positive momentum, so anything goes coming this week. It could fall off the cliff a little bit here, or it could actually explode higher and take out this 156 resistance. We'll have to look and see. GDXJ is still trying to get itself together. The miners just got beat down to the dust. GDXJ is just picking up steam to the downside. It's breaking away, and there seems to be no end in sight Looks like 25 is in play here as an initial target. The way this thing has been accelerating, that's kind of where we're going right now. Once this thing bottoms out, though, I believe that the next bull market is going to be absolutely insane in the mining sector once it gets itself together. So my long-term outlook is still bullish for the mining sector, but short-term it's bearish. GDX, same story. We're falling off of a cliff here a little bit. Managed just barely stay inside the bottom support of the Kumo cloud. A break below that, though, with a close would be bearish. But the one thing it has in its favor is what it did here last time. All right, the last time we got a break and a close below the Kumo cloud, it just managed to come right back again, snapped itself right back. So even though we're like in this long-term consolidated situation, that's what we are. We're just trading within the zone of the week of January the 2nd of this year. That's all we're doing. Price is the same price it was back then during that week. We have not broken out. Technically speaking, we're still here. We're trading within the highs of this trading zone. Even with this pullback, we're still keeps us at these old highs. So that's why I'm not, throwing the baby out the bathwater. Short term, yeah, we're bearish, but long term, I still say we're super bullish in the mining sector. Let's see what else we want to look at. Oil. OIH picking up steam to the downside. Got these enormous ramps coming up though. Don't count the crude oil out. Short term bearish, yeah. Consolidate within the Kumo cloud. Could consolidate for another month and a half, and then these ramps just take off. We'll see. But that is the outlook on the oil. Looking at the futures, sometimes you can get a better picture, sometimes not. It is still dancing around support and resistance. We're just at the bottom side of the range. Soon we'll get back to the top side of the range. This thing is just going up and down, up and down. It's just hilarious. Day trader's paradise. Day traders looking to get long here, and then when it gets back up to here, take profit again. I mean, it's just a never-ending parade of circus here on this one. Looking at volatility. Volatility is showing bullishness now. After a correction here, now here you are here. This is a huge gap. It's going to need to be dealt with, though. Can't just leave a gap. So I'm going to say that this one is going to try to make a run toward 90 long term. Short term, no, you could back and fill a little bit and then get up again. But with that NASDAQ being as strong as it is, same thing with the Dow. Dow managed to make a comeback as well. Ticker symbol DIA wants to go to 200. I'm sorry, that's 220. 220 is the target right now in the DIA, 220. The Russell, IWM. All right. Seems to be topping out here, but not necessarily because you just broke out. Yeah, retreated after the breakout, but it's still above momentum. And this one, I have to say that 150 is in play. And that's just how it is. These markets are quite tricky. That's all I can say. They're all over the place. Looking at the U.S. dollar still in a bull run too, even though it lost momentum here. But it just did what it did here. Then it came back up again. You got these enormous ramps coming up. So we could consolidate until we get to them and then a bump up again. But overall, not too concerned. I still think the bullish argument is still intact for the dollar, just like Bitcoin. Here's your Bitcoin. Where's your Bitcoin now? You topped out at 143. I think that the 160 is now in play in the Bitcoin. Ticker symbol GBTC. So that's what we are, folks. just a lot of bullishness everywhere. If you really want to just break things down, whether it be long term or short term, there's bullishness there. It's just what it is. Everyone calling for a stock market crash, there's just nothing there to support that. It's just theories they're throwing out based on economics, economic fundamentals, which we know are true. I can't deny the economic realities, but it's not showing itself in the market. Since when does the market have anything to do with the realities of the world? It doesn't. The market has a mind of its own. It's going to do what it wants to do. And right now, price action is suggesting buy everything. That's just what it's doing right now. All right. So, with that said, remember bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So, remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Do yourself a favor, educate yourself. Come on over to postwavetrading.com. Learn how to trade these markets. Sign up for the study course. You definitely want to purchase the study course material so you can learn the secrets that the central banks just don't want you to know. Peace. Out here and about to roll over. We're still at that crossroads and we still need to answer that question. However, the positioning of the market right now is still slightly bullish because we're above the close above the momentum support line. This does bode well for some bullishment for next week. But the question is, will we get enough of it, or is the market topping out the 28th, 2017? And basically, we really did have a battle in the precious metals arena. The market did manage to blue momentum line, and you got a slight crossover here, but you don't really have too much uplift in there. So perfect crossroads scenario, and we're still like right dab in the middle of the Kumo cloud. We do need a close above 1300. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This is an end of day report for trading on Friday, and this is for Friday, September